you do differently?
The different thing I would do first to ensure that there is what is it called? This I will ensure that they stabilize fuel. We don't import crude, then refine it there and bring it back to sell to my people. I will ensure that refinery work.
How do you intend to do that?
How will I intend to do that? I will collaborate with my people.
Sir, because Obasanjo came out to say there was a time they came to Port Harcourt refinery to to send experts to check, but they said there are some. Are you going to fight through these cabals because Nigeria seems very difficult to govern?
See,
Because we have people who have gone before you.
I quite agree with you.
Yeah.
There is no need fighting with the cabal. I will ensure that I call the cabal to
order.
a round table. Call them to a round table meeting. Tell them the reason why we must have refinery in our country. It will help the masses. You can see what is going on today. A lot of people are angry with the government because fuel is high. And fuel is the determinant of everything we do. So by the time we get it right and ensuring that the refinery is working in our nation, we'll get it right in every other sector.
Last week, the FCT minister was saying Nigeria should be patient.
For how long are we going to be patient? That's the question. For how long? We are patient. Let me tell you, we are patient for 8 years with Buhari. So we are going to be patient again. For how long are we going to be patient? That is the question that is even crying for an answer. For how long? Let them tell us how long.
Will you say this is the worst ever in the history of Nigeria?
As it were, for now is the worst until they navigate. Until they change their policy.
It seems we are having food crisis. The issue of insecurity. You are a president of Nigeria today. How do you intend to solve it?
I will tackle insecurity. Once you tackle insecurity, it will help people to go back to their farm to farm. Once they farm, garri will be cheaper, rice will be cheaper, even though we don't import rice. In our own rice here, they farm. They don't import it now. We don't import those ones. By the time they farm, you ensure that they stabilize allow people, contain this insurgency. People will go back to their farm and they will farm and things will.
In the area of corruption, sir, what will you do differently to curb at the grassroots, because it's more prominent in the grassroots, local government? What will you do
in the area of corruption?
Yeah, to hold people accountable.
You must be transparent as a leader. Local government chairman, as a local government chairman, you must be. If you are not, I'm sure I know your salary. And by the time you start, setting up a gigantic structure that your money your monthly salary cannot afford to set up, you'll be posted and I will bring EFCC.
In the case of Yaya Bello, sir, EFCC, the chairman that came out to swear that, the Yaya Bello, if he did not, apprehend, if the man is not apprehended, that he will resign.
I'm aware. I'm aware. The issue is that some of the EFCC, some of them are corrupt.
Will you say the current one fumbling?
I never said so. I said some of them are corrupt. So for the corruption to start with you, you must discipline yourself, must do away with corruption. So you can be able to tackle corruption. Some of them are corrupt.
People are leaving the country. Is Nigeria today the toughest place, the hardest place to stay right now? Because people are saying this. Nigeria is hell.
Not really, but the way we manage our economy is the problem. That's why people, they can't take care of the doctor every month, or can I say, not even every month, every day, doctors are Japan. Our boys are, leaving the country, going to another country. The question is those countries that are going, are they better than Nigeria? No, not really. But the policy, and the management of the policy is so harsh. The economy is so harsh. The other nation, they know how they navigate to ensure that the people get a better living.
You feel the British, the Westerners are thriving on our dysfunctional.
Yes, they are contributor factors. They are one of the factors that is affecting our own policy. Also.
If you are made president, how will you fight them?
I think most time you fight by, will I say, most of their policy you they link from it. you don't abide by, you don't go by their policy. But in as much as you abide by their policy, you know, you want to do with them, at the end of the day, it will affect your own policy, how to govern your people.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
God bless.
Chairman, ẹ̀yin ló kàn, èmi ló kàn. What will you do differently, sir, if you are made the president of Nigeria?
Well, it's difficult to do something different, no matter how we see it. Because there are people that are sitting on the place where, I mean, for instance, as the state is now. And
Or it should be announced, because it seems that it gives the government time to counter the protest.
that is what I'm telling you now, because the other one has been announced. And if the government meant well for us, they should have called for a roundtable discussion before them. They did not do that. It was almost at the tail end of this thing that they are saying, okay, they should come. Come to do what?
What is revolution like for a Nigerian average layman listen to? What is revolution?
Brother, there's not going to be any revolution that will end with peace. That is just the truth.
Is revolution a war?
Some will die. It's not a war. But what you know is that in crisis, people die. There is difference between war and crisis, but in crisis, people die. It's just peaceful demonstration of protest. People died. Nigerians died. And they're happy you are ruling people. Because it's not your own person. Because it's not your own person that died. And people are talking. Brother, if revolution cannot take place, let us disintegrate into system of the political zone. Every zone should go and rule themselves. Then let's see who has the power, who has the money.
Do you feel that bill, the Senate will be ready to sponsor, to talk about that bill?
Nobody
Because
will
it seems
sponsor
like they don't want to even hear.
Nobody, they will not sponsor that. Imagine even the equilibrium of the East having six states is becoming a problem. So how would they allow you to go?
Let's talk about
Because they know what they are
military intervention. It seems everything Nigeria has ever achieved was being military contributed to. Do you feel the Northern are clamoring during the NBAP protest? They really want military intervention. What's your take on that, sir?
I don't have an idea of what you are saying. If the Northerners have said
Yeah, during the NBAP protest.
I don't have. What is a military intervention? Who are the military? If you said the defense minister said that they are to defend their territory, but they refuse to defend the Boko Haram axis, the ISO land, what is it called? They refuse to defend them, but they want to defend people that are protesting to end bad governance. People that are protesting for hunger. That's what they want to defend. Brother, the military has been bought over.
They've compromised.
They have compromised.
Is there hope for us?
Well, there is hope. In as much as we are living, there is hope. There is nothing God cannot do.
If you are with the president now, face to face, what will you tell him right now?
There is nothing I will tell Mr. President that he is not aware. Mr. President was a grassroots person. Remember, he was a governor for 8 good years, also a senator. So there is nothing people are going through now that is not aware.
Do you feel the people around him are not telling him the truth?
It's a contributor. It's a contributory fact that people around him, that they don't meant well for Nigeria.
Or he himself is not competent?
Let me tell you the truth. When I was a player here, when you give me good advice, I will take it. When you give me the wrong one, I'll filter it and throw the advice. I will not throw you. I'll still keep you because I know one day you still bring a good advice. So I don't think the people around him are doing us good or doing the president good.
Yeah, for their own interest.
Yes, they are for their own interest. And for their future game, what they will remain relevant, they want to remain in power. In the advanced world, it's not like that. Can you imagine the president of America has to down his own ambition for the second to take over? Would that happen? They will over their dead body. I've never seen any person in Nigeria here since Buhari government that resigned honorably say, because this thing did not work, let me resign. Do they want to die there? Is it their father's property?
Do you think Nigeria politics, our constitution should be readdressed? Because it seems like it's not working.
If you ask me, constitution is not our issue. The written constitution is not our issue.
It's the person.
It's our mindset. It's our mindset. After all, the constitution gives us power or gives us the right to protest. But the government of the day say no. Rather, what they did was to hire people
to counter
the protest. What they did was to shoot start tear gassing people, start shooting people. So where is the constitution? Where is the constitution working again? So I feel that they do whatever they want to do and nothing happens.
All right.
And they go away with it. But time is coming that they will not do what they want and go away with it. Remember the people say that any seed any man sow, you must keep it.
So that is true revolution, not waiting for God's judgment.
Yeah.
Because we always wait for God's judgment
No.
to vindicate us.
God cannot come down from heaven to fight our battles. Even though he said in Exodus 14:14 that he will fight our battles and we will hold our peace. If you study that place very well, if you study about spiritual battles, God cannot come down and come and slap somebody and slap you. No.
All right.
So our governors also should contribute. The local governments also should do well. Our chiefs, those high chiefs and the low chiefs, should try and do well in our community. Our CDC chairman, have you ever seen a CDC chairman that has come openly to say, declare what the people have? This is what we have. This is how far we have spent it. Still worship is no longer working. In a country where Python swallows money, that is our country where we find ourselves today.
No transparency.
A country where he say, if you speak, I will speak. A country where somebody will say, in the floor of the Senate, I will expose everybody here. I will expose some niggas here. And today the person is, what is it called? Speaker of the House of the Assembly. Bill O'Malley say, if you talk, you will die. If you don't talk, you will die. So what is the need? Let us continue to stand out and begin to speak.
All right, thank you so much for your time. God bless. Really appreciate it. Uncle Promise. Good morning, sir. How you doing now?
I'm fine, man.
You are just coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't break it.
Welcome. You want to pray now?
I'm praying now. That one.
Okay. We are take the mic now. If you are president of Nigeria today, sir, what will you do differently?
If I happen to be president of Nigeria.
Today, what will you do differently? For what the chaos, economic crisis we are currently experiencing?
The number one thing I will do, the first thing I will do, I will call all the governors of various states. All the governors of various states, because only presidents cannot develop Nigeria.